Hey guys, it's Nicholas here from upgradeToLife.com and welcome to this video which is called How to Get Unstuck. Right, so I get into conversations with a lot of my clients and also with a lot of people in the manifesting realm, and some of them, they feel stuck. They don't know what to do, they don't know what they want, they lack clarity, and if you kind of lack clarity, if you don't know what to do next, if you don't know in a sense in which direction to go, then it can happen, right? That you feel stuck, that nothing is moving forward, that for some days, weeks, sometimes months, sometimes even years, people seem to perpetuate the same circumstances. People seem to, not encounter any great changes in their lives. And I want to talk with you about that because that is not supposed to happen, right? That is obviously not how things are supposed to be. And I can speak from experience here because I had a thing where for like 3 to 4 or 5 years even, I always at the end of the year, at the New Year's Eve, when I reflected like on the past year, I looked back and I said, wait a second, like this year was nearly the same as the year before that and the year before that. And I said, okay, yeah, it's time to do something different. And then the next year, right, and I would say this, but then the next year, I would also look back again to the previous year and I would be like, wait a second, why is nothing changed yet, right? So I also had these stages, these phases where I felt like, oh, there's no real movement, or there is no real changes in my world. And I also oftentimes felt stuck in my life, not knowing what to do, what to approach, what should I do, where should I go, all of that. So it is a thing, right? It's a thing and it can hold us back. And I want to give you, in a sense, an impulse on how to move out of that. And when I learned this, it like saved my life, like literally, like this was a huge realization that I had. And I want to share this with you. And it might first of all sound too simple to be true, but it is the case. So let us dive into that and let us talk about how to get unstuck, right? What can we consciously do to, not remain on this pedestal or on this plateau, but also, move forward and reach our goals. So here is my explanation on that. And I learned this from a great mentor that I had. And yeah, let's just dive into that. So first of all, the biggest realization that I then had is that being stuck is actually a state, right? It's a viewpoint. It's a perspective about what is true for you. And what this means, and now I come to the real important core part of this video, the core explanation, is that this means that being stuck is not who you essentially are, right? It's just a state that you have identified with again and again and again, that you have unwittingly moved into. And therefore you experience all the correlating thoughts and beliefs and experiences to that state that you are in. So for example, unclarity about your desires, not knowing what you actually want, not knowing where to go in life, not knowing how to manifest, how to approach manifesting, right? And this is a really great insight, right? Because oftentimes when we're stuck, we lose ourselves in our thoughts, in our emotions, in our beliefs, in the depression. We think, oh no, I'm this little person, I can't move out of that, right? But that's not true, right? It needs this cut in a sense, because there are some people that perpetuate this for ages. We don't want to do that, right? We want to take a step back and realize, wait a second, I have fallen into this state of unclarity. I've fallen into this state of being stuck. It's not who I am. I am awareness. I can go into this state of being clear, of having a purpose, of going in the right direction, right? And this is important because Neville also said that we, in a sense, have to, or we should have an aim in our life. Without an aim, we drift, right? Without an aim, it's like, oh, where am I going? I don't know what to do. You're this play ball in this game of life, instead of the operant power, instead of the chooser of your experiences. So we have to wake up to this fact, right? Being stuck is a state. Being stuck is not the end. Being stuck is not the all that there is, and now you are stuck forever. No, only as long as you remain in that state, you will have thoughts like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what's next. Not having productive ideas, not having, any desires that will move you forward. Because the desires are like the driving force in your life and they are guiding you, right? So you have to listen to them. But if you're so stuck, you can't really listen to these desires, okay? And again, the great thing is, or the, depending on which state you are, great thing is that when you are in that state of being stuck, then you have correlating thoughts and beliefs and experiences to that state of being stuck, right? However, when you move out of that, moving into the state of clarity, then you will have new thoughts, new belief, new experiences, a new snippet of experience will, in a sense, open for you. You will enter a new room, if we speak metaphorically here, so that you won't have the impression that you're stuck and you kind of will know where to go. So the conclusion, right, the main conclusion here is that we can shift out of being stuck. We can shift out of this being stuck state and we can manifest clarity for us, right? We can manifest clarity by, consciously going out of the stuck state into the I'm clear state, right? This is just a state. I am clear. I always know exactly what to do next. I always know exactly, where to go. If you shift into that state, you will see how flowingly life will becomes. So one thing how you can do that is you can imagine what it would feel like to be absolutely clear, right? Basically shifting into the clarity state. And all the answers are already within you, but can't reveal themselves if you remain in the stuck state, right? So everything you seek, the answers, the solutions, the desires, like all of that is within you. It's not anywhere out there, right? It's within you. It's within awareness. It's within your true self. It is all within you. All the answers, all the little things that you want to ask for, there's no one that actually you need on the outside to give you these answers, right? Because they are within you, but they can't come up. Those new ideas, those new impulses, those new desires, they can't come up, like I said many times in this video, if you remain in the stuck state, right? So the huge realization, the huge key here is to gain awareness again, to take a step back again, to zoom out again, right? Imagine this house, infinite states. You're right now in the I'm stuck, I don't know what to do, I'm on this plateau, nothing is going forward room. But you zoom out again, you realize, wait a second, I'm aware of that. I can be aware of that. I can observe that, right? And the moment you start to observe that state, the moment you start to observe your life, your reactions, your thoughts, your belief, you already created this, in a sense, distance, this gap between what is going on and you, the observer, which means you can't be that any longer. In that moment, you started to disidentify from that state. And that is a good start. And then when you do that, that's not everything you can do, right? That is a really good start to disengage from that current state. But then you have to know, okay, what do I want? I want clarity, right? I want my life to change. I want to move forward. So then you place your awareness on the state of what would it be like if I would be clear, right? What would it be like? How would I wake up? How would I go to bed knowing that, wow, my life, goes forward amazing. I know what to do next. I know where to go. I am clear. I have clarity. How would you feel when you would be absolutely clear? And you can place yourself in that state without any proof. So even though maybe there are the same circumstances and you're not really seeing progress in your life, that is okay for now, but you can still inwardly place yourself in that state of being clear, right? And you just assume I'm clear, I know what I want. And then you will see how this will change your perspective, and you will see that new thoughts will come up within you, new ideas, new impulses, new desires, and you will, you wake up 2 weeks later and you kind of feel, wow, I'm absolutely clear. So that's the solution here, right? It requires awareness, and then it requires us to shift out of that state of being stuck, right? That is one way to get unstuck. There are many other ways, right? But that is one that I found personally is one of my favorite ones. It's one of my of the most powerful ways to get unstuck. Is the realization that, wait a second, that's a state. I don't have to remain in that if this doesn't serve me any longer. So try it out, see if it helps you. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. And if you feel that you are stuck, if you feel that you want like a solid guide, a solid system to implement all of this in your life, to gain awareness, to shift in your desired self-concept and state, to master the art of manifesting, to deal with your emotions and fears, right? And to make manifesting a lifestyle where this is not something that you have to worry about or always watch videos on. No, that you can just do and live your life from this wholeness, from this abundance, from this new perspective, then I highly recommend you apply for a free 45-minute consultation call with me or my team so that we can find out together if we are a good fit to potentially work together in my program if you like some additional support, right? So you will find that in the video description. It's the second link. And with that, I conclude this video. I hope this was helpful. I hope that I could bring you some value. And remember, you are not actually stuck, right? You're never really stuck. You are always clear, but you have to change your perspective, right? Your true self is always clear, right? But it's like you have identified with all the surface level stuff. And a good way to also remember this is this piece of marble. Imagine a piece of marble. Within that piece of marble, there is already the finished masterpiece, right? There is already this unique sculpture. And the same for you, right? You are right now identified with all this extra marble, all this extra fluff, and all these doubts and fears and worries and limiting perspectives outside of you. But within that piece of marble, there you are already clear. You are already your true self. You are already this desired version that you want to shift into, that comes with your goals and desires. You just have to reveal it by disidentifying, by getting the awareness, and by disidentifying with all the things that are no longer serving you. So that is the key point of this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think and if you have questions, and I speak to you in the next one. Bye guys.